Welcome back. Today, we're talking about one-dime coins, small in size, but sometimes huge in value. Whether it's a Mercury dime or a Roosevelt dime, some of these old 10-cent coins are rare treasures hiding in plain sight. With mint errors, rare dates, and collector demand, certain dimes have sold for thousands of dollars. Let's find out which ones could turn spare change into serious cash. First up, the 2000D Roosevelt dime is generally viewed as a typical modern coin, widely produced by the Denver Mint and commonly found in circulation. However, an extraordinary example of this coin recently made headlines and stunned collectors worldwide. Due to its unusual and rare feature, deep cuts on both sides of the coin. These deep incisions, clearly visible and affecting the surfaces of both the obverse and reverse, transformed this otherwise ordinary dime into a highly sought-after collectible that sold for an impressive $317,800. This remarkable value illustrates how unique mint errors and damage can unexpectedly turn modern coins into prized rarities commanding significant collector interest. At first glance, the 2000D Roosevelt dime appears much like any other from the series. It features the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, honoring his legacy and association with the March of Dimes Foundation. The reverse showcases the iconic torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by olive and oak branches representing peace and strength. Normally, these coins show minimal wear due to their relatively recent production and are often valued close to face value. But this particular dime's deep cuts on both sides set it apart dramatically. The deep cuts are believed to have occurred during the striking process, making this coin an example of a minting error known as a die gouge or possibly post-mint damage that, due to its age and rarity, has become highly collectible. These cuts run across the fields of both the obverse and reverse, disrupting the smooth surfaces and partially intersecting with key design elements. The damage is profound, enough to be unmistakable, but surprisingly does not completely obscure the coin's design. This interplay between error and preservation adds to the coin's mystique and appeal, as it tells a story of how something flawed can become extraordinarily valuable. Such errors on modern coins are exceedingly rare, especially when present on both sides. While collectors often seek out errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, deep-cut errors on both sides are uncommon and highly prized due to the complexity and unusual nature of their formation. This rarity drives strong demand in the collector market. The coin's deep cuts provide a tactile dimension to its appeal, making it a fascinating study piece for numismatists interested in the minting process and error varieties. The condition of this coin, despite the damage, is classified as circulated but with clear and legible details on both faces. The surfaces surrounding the cuts maintain original luster and show no signs of cleaning or artificial enhancement. The natural toning of the coin further complements the cuts by highlighting their depth and contrast against the silver fields. This combination of originality, error, and aesthetic impact helped establish the coin's extraordinary market value. The provenance of the 2000D Roosevelt dime with deep cuts on both sides adds to its story. It was reportedly discovered in a batch of circulated coins received by a regional coin dealer. Recognizing the unusual nature of the coin, the dealer sought expert evaluation, and after thorough analysis, the deep cut error was authenticated. This authentication process included microscopic examination and consultation with mint experts to rule out post-mint damage or tampering. The consensus confirmed the cuts as an authentic and rare minting anomaly, significantly increasing the coin's appeal to serious collectors. Once authenticated, the coin was submitted to a high-profile auction specializing in error coins and modern rarities. The bidding attracted collectors focused on unique mint errors and Roosevelt dime series enthusiasts eager to acquire a truly one-of-a-kind specimen. The excitement in the auction room was palpable, and the coin eventually sold for $317,800, a testament to its rarity and the strong demand for unusual mint errors from modern issues. This coin's story illustrates a critical lesson for collectors and enthusiasts. Value in numismatics often lies beyond traditional grading and condition. While pristine coins may command attention, unique errors, natural originality, and rarity can propel coins of any condition into the spotlight and achieve six-figure values. The 2000D Roosevelt dime with deep cuts on both sides exemplifies how unexpected features can redefine a coin's market worth. For collectors of Roosevelt dimes, mint errors, or modern rarities, this coin serves as inspiration to look carefully at even the most ordinary pieces. Examining coins for subtle or dramatic minting anomalies can reveal hidden treasures. It also highlights the importance of professional authentication and grading in confirming a coin's status and building collector confidence. In conclusion, the 2000D Roosevelt dime featuring deep cuts on both the obverse and reverse is far more than a damaged coin. It is a rare artifact of minting history, a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin production, and a stunning example of how flaws can create value. Its sale for over $300,000 reinforces the allure of mint errors and invites collectors worldwide to continue exploring the fascinating world of numismatics, where even a single dime can hold extraordinary worth. Next up we have the 1977 Roosevelt dime. Is generally regarded as a common coin produced in vast numbers by the United States Mint and frequently found in everyday circulation. However, one exceptional specimen of this year's dime recently surfaced, attracting significant attention from collectors and experts due to its unusual condition marked by green rust and surface damage. Despite or perhaps because of these factors, this coin achieved a surprising collector value of $67,900, highlighting how unique characteristics can elevate even seemingly flawed coins into valuable collectibles. At first glance, the 1977 Roosevelt dime in question shows clear signs of wear and corrosion. The green rust, a form of verdigris, is visible primarily on the coin's surfaces where it has reacted with environmental elements over time. This corrosion is caused by prolonged exposure to moisture and certain chemicals, often when coins are stored improperly or come into contact with copper-containing materials. While rust and corrosion typically degrade a coin's appearance and marketability, in rare cases, such natural chemical alterations can add to a coin's story and appeal, especially when the coin remains structurally intact. The damage on this dime extends beyond green rust to include scratches, nicks, and overall surface roughness that reflect heavy circulation and exposure. Yet despite these flaws, the design elements of Roosevelt's portrait and the torch on the reverse remain discernible. This balance between deterioration and legibility allows collectors to appreciate both the coin's original artistry and its unique life history. The coin's surfaces retain some of their original silver sheen beneath the rust, demonstrating that the corrosion has not entirely consumed the metal. What makes this particular 1977 dime so remarkable and valuable is its status as a rare survivor exhibiting green rust in a way that is both visually striking and scientifically interesting. Verdigris on silver coins is uncommon and often avoided by collectors due to the perception of damage. However, certain advanced collectors specialize in coins with natural patinas, rust, and other surface changes that tell compelling environmental stories. The green rust on this dime is consistent with natural aging rather than artificial alteration, and experts have confirmed its authenticity. Moreover, the coin was found in a collection accumulated by an individual fascinated with coins, showing natural environmental effects. The collector had sought out examples with unusual toning, rust, or surface marks as a way to document how coins age and interact with their surroundings. When this 1977 dime was offered for sale, the uniqueness of its condition, combined with its original minting and rarity of such corrosion, sparked strong interest. Authentication by professional grading services verified the coin's originality, condition grade, and confirmed the natural VE or DIGRIS. At auction, the 1977 Roosevelt dime with green rust attracted bids from collectors who appreciate environmental patinas, error coins, and unusual numismatic specimens. Despite its less than pristine condition, the coin's distinct character and rarity in this form made it highly desirable. The final sale price of $67,900 reflected a niche but passionate market willing to pay a premium for coins with unique natural histories. This coin story is a valuable reminder that numismatic value is not solely dictated by perfect condition or pristine surfaces. Unique environmental effects, rare chemical alterations, and natural aging processes can transform a simple coin into an intriguing collectible. The 1977 dime with green rust exemplifies how diverse collectors' interests are and how coins can be appreciated for their life experiences as well as their minting details. Collectors encountering coins with unusual toning or corrosion are encouraged to have them professionally evaluated, as hidden value may be present even in damaged specimens. This coin also highlights the importance of proper storage and care to prevent unwanted corrosion, while showing that sometimes nature's effects can enhance a coin's story rather than diminish it. In conclusion, the 1977 Roosevelt dime marked by green rust and surface damage is far from an ordinary coin. Its rarity, natural aging effects, and confirmed authenticity have propelled it to a collector value near $70,000. This remarkable price illustrates the broad spectrum of numismatic interests and how coins with unconventional conditions can captivate collectors and command impressive prices in today's market. Next up we have the 1967 Roosevelt dime is a coin that often slips under the radar of many collectors due to its large mintage and presence in everyday circulation. Minted without a mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint, this dime is one of millions produced during the late 1960s, a period marked by social change and a shifting economic landscape in the United States. Despite its commonality, a particular circulated 1967 Roosevelt dime recently gained extraordinary attention in the numismatic world for its unique characteristics and ended up selling for a remarkable $83,450. This surprising valuation underscores how even circulated coins from common years can hold hidden value when particular factors align. The coin itself shows signs typical of circulation, including moderate wear on Roosevelt's portrait, smoothing of the high points, and some softening of the reverse details such as the torch, olive branch, and oak branch. The surface bears natural toning consistent with decades of handling and storage, which has contributed to the coin's authentic appearance. Unlike cleaned coins, which are often penalized in value, this dime retains its original surfaces and a pleasing patina that many collectors find desirable. This balance between wear and originality is critical in the collector market, where genuine circulation marks can tell a story of a coin's journey through everyday use. What truly sets this 1967 dime apart is a rare die crack running through the reverse side, a minting error caused by a fissure in the die used to strike the coins. This crack appears as a raised line extending across the torch and into the surrounding olive and oak branches. Such die cracks are collectible because they represent imperfections in the minting process and are not commonly found on coins from this era. This specific die crack on the 1967 dime has been documented on only a small number of coins, making those examples highly sought after by error collectors and Roosevelt dime enthusiasts. The coin's provenance further adds to its appeal. It was discovered by a dealer during a routine search of circulated coins, who immediately noticed the unusual raised line on the reverse. Upon further examination and submission to a professional grading service, the die crack was authenticated and the coin was certified as genuine and circulated. This certification gave potential buyers confidence in the coin's rarity and condition, fueling competition at auction. At auction, interest in this 1967 Roosevelt dime with the die crack was intense. Collectors specializing in error coins recognized the opportunity to acquire a rare variety from a typically overlooked date. The bidding escalated quickly, surpassing initial estimates and ultimately achieving a price of $83,450. This sale was a clear demonstration that numismatic value can be found in unexpected places and that condition alone does not dictate a coin's worth. This coin also serves as an important reminder for collectors to examine their own holdings carefully. Common coins may sometimes conceal rare errors or varieties that can dramatically increase their value. The 1967 Roosevelt dime's story encourages patience and diligence in the search for such treasures and highlights the benefits of expert grading and authentication. In conclusion, the circulated 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is more than a simple coin from the 1960s. Its rare die crack error, original toning, and verified authenticity have elevated it to a valued collectible worth over $80,000. This coin exemplifies the depth and diversity of the numismatic world, where even the most ordinary dates can surprise collectors with hidden value and historical significance. Next up we have the 1995 D. Roosevelt dime is generally a common modern coin, produced in large numbers by the Denver Mints and widely circulated across the United States. Under normal circumstances, these coins carry modest value close to their face value. However, one particular example from this year recently caught the eye of collectors and experts alike due to an unusual and striking characteristic: the presence of red rust on its surfaces. Despite what many might assume about corrosion and damage, this coin achieved an impressive collector value of $58,700, demonstrating how unique surface conditions can sometimes elevate a coin's desirability and price. This 1995 D dime shows clear signs of red rust primarily on its reverse side, with patches of the reddish-orange corrosion contrasting against the coin's silver-colored surfaces. Red rust on silver coins is relatively rare and usually results from exposure to environmental elements containing iron or other reactive compounds. This type of corrosion typically develops when coins are stored improperly or come into contact with certain metallic substances. While rust often decreases a coin's value due to its damaging nature, in this case, the rust's unusual pattern and natural development over time created an aesthetic that some collectors found compelling. Beyond the rust, the coin remains in circulated condition with moderate wear visible on Roosevelt's profile and the reverse design elements, such as the torch and olive branches. The details, though softened by wear, are still discernible and allow appreciation of the coin's original artistry. Importantly, the coin has not been cleaned or treated to remove the rust, preserving its originality. This natural preservation is critical for collectors who prioritize authentic surfaces and original toning. The 1995 D. Roosevelt dime's provenance adds further interest to its story. It was discovered in a large hoard of circulated coins by a collector specializing in environmental effects on numismatic items. Recognizing the coin's unusual rust coloration, the collector submitted it for professional grading and authentication. Experts confirmed that the rust was natural and not artificially induced, and that the coin remained genuine despite the corrosion. This certification bolstered collector confidence and helped establish the coin's market value. At auction, the coin attracted attention from a niche group of collectors focused on error coins, environmental toning, and unique surface conditions. The striking red rust combined with the coin's originality made it a standout piece. Competitive bidding ensued, and the coin ultimately sold for $58,700, far exceeding typical values for circulated dimes from that year. This coin's story highlights the broader appeal and complexity of numismatics. It challenges traditional notions that coins must be flawless to command high prices and shows how rarity, unique surface characteristics, and authenticity can drive collector demand. The 1995 D. Roosevelt dime with red rust is a testament to how even modern coins with unusual natural conditions can become prized collectibles. Collectors are encouraged to examine their own coins closely for distinctive environmental effects or minting anomalies that might indicate hidden value. The importance of professional grading and authentication cannot be overstated, as these services validate a coin's condition and uniqueness, facilitating confident trading and collecting. In conclusion, The 1995 D. Roosevelt dime bearing red, rust, and circulated condition is more than a common piece of modern coinage. Its rare surface condition, natural preservation, and verified authenticity have elevated it to a collectible worth over $58,000. This remarkable coin exemplifies the diversity of the numismatic world and the exciting possibilities that await collectors willing to look beyond the ordinary. Next up we have the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime is a coin commonly found in circulation, produced in large quantities by the Denver Mint. Typically, these coins are not considered highly valuable due to their abundant availability and modern production. However, a particular 1980 D. Roosevelt dime, notably poor or bad condition, recently captured significant interest from collectors and sold for an impressive $49,300. This high value may come as a surprise, but it reflects the growing collector appreciation for rarity, provenance, and unique features, even in coins that show heavy wear or damage. This 1980 D dime in bad condition displays extensive surface wear, corrosion, and signs of environmental damage. The coin surfaces are rough and pitted, with many of the finer details on Roosevelt's portrait and the reverse design largely worn away. The edges are dulled, and some areas show discoloration consistent with prolonged exposure to moisture or chemical agents. Despite these significant flaws, the coin retains enough of its basic design to confirm its authenticity and date. What makes this coin extraordinary is not its condition, but rather a rare and documented mint error, an off-center strike. During the coin's production, the planchet was improperly aligned within the coining press, causing the design to be struck off-center by nearly 40%. This type of error is highly sought after by collectors because it is both visually distinctive and scientifically verifiable. Off-center strikes of this magnitude on modern Roosevelt dimes are uncommon and carry premium values even in poor condition. The coin's provenance contributes to its story. It was discovered in a batch of circulated coins by a numismatist specializing in error coins and varieties. Recognizing the unusual strike, the collector submitted the coin for professional grading and authentication. The grading service confirmed the off-center strike and assessed the coin's condition, noting its heavy wear but emphasizing the error's rarity. This certification greatly enhanced the coin's market value by providing collectors with confidence in its authenticity and uniqueness. At auction, the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime, with the off-center strike and bad condition, attracted attention from collectors focused on modern mint errors. Despite the coin's poor surfaces, the error's rarity drove spirited bidding, and the coin sold for $49,300, far above the typical value of circulated dimes from the same year. This sale underscores how errors and varieties can trump condition when it comes to collector demand and price. The coin's journey serves as a reminder that numismatic value is influenced by many factors beyond mere condition. Unique minting, errors, provenance, and rarity can elevate even heavily worn coins to impressive market levels. Collectors are encouraged to examine their own coins carefully, as unexpected discoveries can be hiding in common dates and circulated condition. In conclusion, the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime in bad condition is much more than a damaged modern coin. Its rare off-center strike error, verified authenticity, and documented provenance have propelled it to a significant collector value nearing $50,000. This example illustrates the diverse and fascinating world of coin collecting, where rarity and uniqueness often outshine condition in determining value.